Hey guys, it's me, Camille Scott with Creating Zeno, and I am like totally off my game. Ugh. I don't know how it happened. I'm doing this 12-week year. They even say in the book that you start out with this uninformed optimism where you run out of the gate all happy and excited about what you're going to do. And then you go into a dip of informed pessimism, and I think I'm there. Yeah, so I just started to feel like discouraged and not sure that I was going in the right direction, and then wondering like, I think I'm a little afraid of this body of content that I'm preparing for. Like, are people even gonna like it? Is it gonna make sense? Am I going in the right direction? Am I doing the right thing? Oh man. And then it turned into this rut where I just didn't want to do anything. I was like low energy, feeling sluggish. I mean, like total like form of poverty in a sense. And it seems like the more I try to get out of it, like the harder it is. So I've decided to release resistance against my resistance and just allow for the resistance. And I don't know if I'd say that it was working for me, but this morning, once I decided that, there were a few things that actually went in my favor. So I'm at the coffee shop and I've got this meeting with a friend at 8 o'clock on Zoom. She's another Entre Elite member. And I'm thinking, I just need to do something different. I don't think I should meet with her. And right when I went to text her that, I saw that just a few minutes before she had texted to postpone. So that was perfect synchronicity. And then in the coffee shop, I'm talking to the girls behind the counter, and there's this man on the phone, and he's speaking this foreign language. And I go, hey, what language do you guys think he's speaking? And so we all were like quiet, kind of pointing our ear to him discreetly to see. And we all agreed that we think it was Arabic, but we're not 100% sure. And so that turned into this like whole popcorn of ideas, because the girls behind the counter, one of them said, hey, have you ever seen that thing on YouTube where they blindfold somebody and they listen to the foreign language and they have to try to guess what foreign language that is? And I thought, no, what an awesome idea to listen to, and what an awesome idea for a piece. So I looked it up, and there's actually one that you can do right at home where they give you like a little 10-minute test of different languages. I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to, and then maybe I'll put the link in the description box below, so if you want to go there, you can too. Which led to other ideas about languages that are really rarely spoken, because I was telling them that it's pretty easy for me to pick out basic languages, the obvious ones, but there's a whole world of tiny little rare languages that I would not be able to identify or tell you where that place even was on Earth. Which reminded me of an article that I read a while back in National Geographic about endangered languages. And I also ironically was talking to Harpreet last night, and we were talking about her native language, which is Punjabi, and she was talking about how they don't really emphasize that in the school system. They emphasize Hindi more in English, and so Punjabi is actually an endangered language. And that's one that's actually fairly commonly spoken, but there are others where maybe there's only 300 people that speak that language still, or just a very small community that still speaks that endangered language. The language that they speak in Ireland, we know it maybe as Gaelic, or I think they actually call it Gaelan, is an endangered language, for example, because English is so dominant in that region. And right in the coffee shop, I quickly looked up that National Geographic article, and I didn't have a lot of time to research, but one of the things that jumped out at me was that they said that there were, I think, 200 some odd languages that actually went extinct between 1950 and 2010. So this is actually a thing. And when a language gets wiped out and goes extinct, it's sort of like maybe takes the culture with it. So it is actually important to continue to speak these rare languages. So I guess all in all, what I'm trying to say, or what I'm coming to myself here as I'm talking this out with you guys, is that as I had all this resistance, it was almost like blocking my creativity. But as soon as I just decided to not fight the resistance, then all of a sudden the world kind of opened up to me. And I think that's what I need to do. I need to scramble up my schedule a little bit, do something different, and cling on to those places where there's inspiration. And so I actually got several talking points that I'm collecting for my body of content that I will be starting to film in the next couple weeks. So look forward to that. Anyway, what suggestions do you guys have for getting out of a funk? Are you feeling the same way too? Are you in a spurt of creativity? Let me know where you are in the comment section below. And as always, I'm getting into the ocean, so here's the clip for that. Oh, it really does feel good to get in the water. The last couple thoughts that I have are about relishing in things. If you're finding that like you're doing your meditation or your yoga class and it's just one other thing that you're doing to cross off the list, that, well, I should speak for myself. That's a place where I know that I'm kind of off base. And getting back to the point of actually relishing in getting the ocean and not just doing it because I need to film it and record it and prove that I did it, but actually really relishing in it, really enjoying it, and really just squeezing all of the pleasure out of that orange that you can. And the other thought that I have is about scheduling creativity. Can you do that? Can you really schedule creativity? I know there's a lot of tasks that you can schedule, and I think there's a big value in having a routine. But I think the creative part might be harder to schedule. I don't know. What do you guys think? Am I off base? Let me know. Let me know in the comments.